Hey, I'm Vea. This is Case by Case Divorce, and today in the Self-Care for Divorce series, I'm going to talk to you about how breathing deeply can help you be calmer, more resilient, and help you cope better with your divorce. So if you find this information helpful, please share it with others because that's the whole point. And also click like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you want to be notified whenever I make new videos. Ding. Okay, breathing deep is one of the simplest things we can do to help our bodies and our brains and our hearts function better. What I'm inviting you to do is set up some trigger points for yourself in your daily activities that remind you to take a deep breath. Okay, so some good examples are if you see an email come in from your ex or your lawyer, that's a key to take a deep breath. You're doing the dishes, take a deep breath. You're loading the dishwasher, take a deep breath. You get into your car. Other examples could be when you're in the shower, when you brush your teeth, when you make your bed. Check out my video for making beds and how that can help you with your divorce. I'll link to it down below in the description. But I think you get my idea, right? Think about it during your day and see where you might be able to fit this in. For myself, I take a deep breath whenever I hear or see the word breath or breathe, which is why I'm doing breath breaks throughout most of my videos. I'm trying to remind myself and hopefully you and the other viewers to take a deep breath. So that's the gist of this video, is just think about where you can set up trigger points for yourself that are just going to make it be automatic that when you do that activity, you're breathing slowly and deeply. So again, for me, it's if I hear or see the word breath. I also have trained myself to breathe deeply and slowly in the grocery store, which has been a game changer. Anytime I get an email that I think might be upsetting, I do some deep breathing, and I've set myself to take a deep breath at the beginning of every time I brush my teeth. That's what works for me. Find out what works for you, and hey, drop a comment down below so we can all help each other out and talk about it. That's what I want you to do. Now I'm going to explain why. Breathing deeply has so many health benefits, and we're breathing all the time, right? This is something you can improve on and change for yourself for free at any time of day. Right now, you could do it right now. Okay, but seriously, breathing deeply lowers cortisol levels in your blood. Okay, so cortisol is the stress hormone. If we can lower that stress hormone, our brain and our nervous system are going to respond by taking us out of the fight or flight response and coming into a coherent, integrated state where we actually have access to all of the parts of our brain. So if you're breathing deeply and slowly, you're going to intake information better, you're going to make more sense of that information, and you're going to come up with responses rather than reactions. So you're going to be able to address the problems in your divorce better and from a more resourced state. Okay, it also helps your digestion. When we breathe deeply, our diaphragm moves down to allow our lungs to expand, to let more air in, right? Diaphragm's down, lungs are up, and this coming down of the diaphragm, what it does is it squishes our digestive organs, which is so good for them. What we want our organs to be doing is kind of like sliding against each other in a nice flowy way. We don't want them to get static and locked into one position. So if we can move them by having our diaphragm squished down on them, you're stimulating all sorts of good digestive juices and just keeping all the organs in there happy. It's also helping your posture, right? When you breathe deeply, you're engaging your core, your spine is more upright. That's helping everything. You're also helping your lymphatic system, which is your immune system. When we're breathing deeply, our white blood cells in our lymph is moving throughout our body in a more efficient way. So you have improved immunity. Besides that, it also tones your cardiovascular system. It makes it easier for you to do exercise. It can lower blood pressure. It can lower your heart rate. And it also releases endorphins. So rather than having your bloodstream be filled with cortisol, which is a stress hormone, which puts everything on guard, your blood becomes infused with endorphins, which are feel-good hormones and actually can help reduce the sensation of pain. And it also helps you regulate your emotions and be able to access the happier, higher frequency emotions easier. If you're wondering what I'm talking about when I'm talking about high frequency emotions versus low frequency emotions, I did a video on this in the gratitude one. Check it out, I'll link to it down below. What we want to do when we're breathing deeply is just have the breath come from our nose or our mouth all the way down. Let's not stop at the lungs. It's got to go farther. We're going to move it all the way down to our belly, further still to our pelvic floor or the base of the spine. That's where we want the breath to go. If we can get it all the way down, then we're going to be receiving all the health benefits that I just told you about. So let's do one together before we close the video. Ready? Let's do a deep breath. And if you've been hanging out with me on this channel for a while, you're gonna know from all my breath breaks that I like to sigh on the exhale. And this is just kind of like an up-leveling of your deep breath. If you can give an audible exhale, you're assisting your nervous system in regulating and getting to a place of coherence that much more. This is the video on how breathing deeply can help you conquer and survive your high conflict divorce better. My name is Vea. This is Case by Case Divorce, a channel that's dedicated to providing divorce survivors with tips and tricks that actually help. So again, if you like this information, please click like, click subscribe, leave me a note down below, check out all the links I've got in the description, and keep breathing deep and take good care of yourself, okay? I'll catch you next time. Bye.